Yo, what's up YouTube? Skater right here, coming to you guys with another video. What you guys are going to be seeing here is a Detroit Hardpoint absolutely demolishing gameplay. Let's just put it that way. I demolished the crap out of these kids. I dropped, it was either 53 or 56 kills in this game, which is ridiculous. I was just slaying off my butt. But also, I would like to give a shout out to Tayden. He's my brother. He's also in this game, so shout out to you, Tayden. This is a rank play game. I played with him, so Tayden, you were in the video. You're awesome, bro. I love you. But what we're going to be talking about today is actually Advanced Warfare. And the thing I typically hate about this game, to be honest with you, like, I consider myself above average at this game, but I am definitely more of like a classic COD kind of guy, like, just where it involves more gun skill in my opinion, like just straight up no exo movement and like Black Ops 2, Ghost, like that kind of style of COD. Like that's the COD that I love and I'm better at, to be honest with you. Like I still think I'm pretty good at this game, but like classic COD is definitely where my roots are and what I love more than this. But I still like Advanced Warfare, don't get me wrong. It's a fun game to play, it's a blast. Especially if you have a squad and you play GVs, it's so much fun to play. But there's a few things that really get on my nerves with this game. One, exo movement. So yes, that is a big part of this game. Trust me. Like, but I hate it. Like, to be honest with you, like I said, I'm a classic COD guy. I would rather stay on the ground, like, just where your gun skill is more important, you know? Because in this game, in my opinion, like, whoever has the better movement wins the gunfight. It doesn't matter how much gun skill you have. Like, you could have, well, like, let's just say you have to have at least decent gun skill. Like, don't get me wrong, like, you can't have just the most absolutely terrible gun skill and win the gunfight. That's not the case, but, like, you can have, like, average gun skill to someone who has good gun skill, and if you have better movement, you're gonna win the gunfight. Like, it's very stupid and unfortunate, but, like, I just think that COD should not be like that. Like, I hate the XL movement for that reason. Like, there's been so many times in this game where I have got the first shot on someone and I don't miss a bullet, but their XO movement is so good and they just totally BS me. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I don't think a COD should be like that. It shouldn't be like that at all. It's totally 100% BS. Like, I just hate it. Like, I should be rewarded for having gun skill, not BS because the movement is, I don't know. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I just don't want to get BS because, like, of movement. You know what I'm saying? But Exos have, like, there's, like, a huge controversy. There's, like, a lot of people that think it made COD better. And then there's people like me who like classic COD and think it's totally BS. And I can understand where people who like the XO movements are, like, I can understand their point because like I have this friend, and shout out to you, Thermal, because I know you're gonna watch this, but Thermal always tells me that, like, this is his first COD that he's played competitively and he enjoys the XO movement. But, like, in that situation I can understand why you would like the XO movement, because it's your first really competitive COD and it's a blast. Like, my first competitive Call of Duty was Black Ops 2 and I had a blast, and that's probably why classic COD is probably close to my heart. Like, I probably like classic COD more for that reason, just for the fact that my first competitive game was Black Ops 2. So Thermal's first competitive game was Advanced Warfare, and therefore you would like the XO movement for that. Like, I think you'd like the XO movement better for that reason. So, like, for the people like that, I can understand why they think that, you know? Like, I don't think that XOs are, like, horrible. Does that make sense? Like, I just don't think they should. Like, I just don't like them. Like, that's my own personal opinion, though. But yeah, so that's one thing I hate about this game. Like, the movement is just, I think it's too much, to be honest with you. Like, I think Black Ops 3 movement, what they did in that is perfect. Like, it's not over the wall crazy like Advanced Warfare where you can get totally BS. Like it's still, the game still revolves around gun skill. Black Ops 3 does, and so like you can't, like when you get first shot on someone, your odds are gonna get the kill in Black Ops 3, which is I'm happy about that because like there's plenty, like I said, there's plenty of times in this game where I get first shot and I just get totally BS, and it's not fair to be like that, you know. But Black Ops 3 looks, that kind of movement is what they should have done with Advanced Warfare in my opinion, because it's not too crazy. But Advanced Warfare movement is just like it makes the game too fast paced, too crazy, like it's all in your face. Like I don't mind that because like you get a lot of gunfights and it's fun, but like I just think it could be toned down a little. But the second thing I think that they could have done better with this game is the variants. Like I am not a big fan of variants at all, to be honest with you. Like I can't tell you how many times in a game where like I'm playing and I don't use base variant guns because in competitive you can't use variants. You can't use the Obsidian Seed, you can't use the Insanity, you can't use any of that stuff. So in rank play, in pubs, no matter what I'm playing, I'm always using the ASM1, the normal one, and the normal bow. I'm always using the normal one. I think at the first month or two in the game, I used variants, and that was it. Just because like, I thought it was good at the time. It was a fun introduction to the game, but then it just got old because like I switched to the normal base version because I didn't want to use a better variant of the gun and then go to competitive and then get used to the base version, which is not as good, if that makes sense. So I just started using the base version all the time, and I absolutely hate getting BS'd in a gunfight because they have a better variant of the gun. I don't think it should be like that at all. Like, I don't think variants should exist. It should just be the normal guns for everyone. It should be ASM1, everyone has the normal ASM1, everyone has the normal VAL, everyone has the normal HBR. It would be a much 10 times better game in my opinion if there were no variants. And people are going to hate me for that because I think a lot of people like the variants. That's one thing where I just do not get why people like I even when I was using the variants, I didn't really think it was a good idea. Like, I didn't like the idea, but I still used the variants. Does that make sense? I guess that makes me kind of hypocritical for the first month of AW, but yeah. I've never been a fan of gun variants, and I'm kind of upset, to be honest, that Black Ops 3 is going to have like their own like I'm happy that they have like the customization like camo thing. But I'm not happy that they're gonna like allow you to create your own variants, because it's basically gonna be the same thing as AW, where people are gonna have the craziest variants ever. For example, Insanity or Obsidian Seed of this game. Like people are gonna create the most crazy variants like those two guns and just demolish everyone because they have the better gun, even though it's the same. Like it's the same as technically it's like the base version of the gun, but it's better, and I don't think it should be like that. Like, I don't think there should be variants in the COD. I think everyone should have the same gun and run around with the same gun. But yeah, so those are like the two things that I think Advanced Warfare could have really improved on. I think if they were the XL movement, I think if they would have toned it down and if there were no variants at all, this game would be probably 10 times more enjoyable to everyone. Because don't get me wrong, Advanced Warfare is fun. I think the maps are great. I think like you see in this gameplay, Detroit's great. I think all the maps are great. There's going to be a couple maps in every COD that you don't like, but I think most of the maps that they've created in the DLC, it's just overall they had good stuff come out. I will give them that. Like they had the laser guns was a pretty good idea. Like that was pretty original, and I like that. And all the stuff that they've done with like the DLC, like everything else is Sledgehammer's done. I will give them credit for it. Like it's been a great game, great maps. Like it's so much. I think like the only reason why I enjoy playing this game is for the fact that I like the map so much. Like I like Detroit and Solar and all just the maps that they have so much that I could care. Like all the variants and exo movements don't bother me because the maps are fun to play. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this YouTube video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm about to win this hard point. We absolutely, like I said, I absolutely demolished them. I pretty much I had the most amount of kills in the lobby. Yeah, but I just pooped on it. Let's just put it that way. There's no other way to put it, but yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Look at that score. Look at that score. 239 to 162, and you're about to see my kills, which I went off, like I said, but yet again, Tayden, shout out to you for being in the video, and shout out to Thermal for putting on an example of the topic. So shout out to you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.